Good day, my people. You are welcome to today's political broadcast. We are still discussing Nigerian politics. Now, every country wants to partner with Nigeria in the area of insecurity. I repeat, every country wants to partner with Nigeria in the area of insecurity. Turkey wants to partner with Nigeria. China wants to partner with Nigeria. Dubai wants to partner with Nigeria. Israel is partnering with Nigeria. United States is partnering with Nigeria. Now, Iran says that they want to help Nigeria fight terrorism. Iran, the same Iran. United States say we want to help Nigeria fight terrorism. Iran also is saying that we want to help Nigeria fight terrorism. There is something that is wrong. There is something they are not telling us. I have said this before, that nobody can stop insecurity in Nigeria except Nigerians, and most specifically Northerners. They are the ones that can stop insecurity. Anybody that comes today and promise you that if you partner with us, we will help you fight and end insecurity in your country, they are lying to you. Look at United States. They came into Nigeria. They built a base in Bauchi. Ever since they came into Nigeria, what is the state of insecurity? It even skyrocketed. The killings doubled. Killings increased as US entered Nigeria. Some people believe that if US come, they will help us fight this, fight that. Now, opposite is the case. Every country wants to partner with Nigeria in the area of insecurity. It is a scam. If Northerners, if Nigerians make up their minds that they are going to end insecurity, if the politicians in northern Nigeria make up their mind that insecurity is going to end, that is when it is going to end. Nobody can help you. The same way nobody can help you achieve Biafra, except you take a step. Yes, you sophisticate yourself. You take critical decisions before anything can happen. Now look at Iran, the same Iran that wants to help Nigeria fight terrorism. They have been sponsoring terrorist activities in Nigeria. Don't you see that? That is ironical. Iran is saying that, Iran ambassador is telling a journalist that Iran wants to partner with the Nigerian government to fight terrorism. The same Iran is sponsoring killings, sponsoring radical movement, sponsoring Islamic movement of Nigeria, extremism, sponsoring terrorism. Now in 2010, let me read this out. 16 years ago, an Iranian, a member of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, Iranian top official, smuggled in sophisticated weapons from Iran to Nigeria. It is not a random Iranian arms dealer. It is a government official. Smuggled weapons. Mind you, Iran is sponsoring the Islamic movement of Nigeria. They are sponsoring people that want to Islamize the country. Iran is sponsoring people. And if you look at it critically, what is sustaining banditry, insecurity in northern Nigeria? They are these groups that Iran is sponsoring. Yes, our Majiri system, the Sharia law, they are the ones that are breeding terrorism in northern Nigeria. And Iran is a great financier of these extremist groups, even in the southwest. So, Iranian officials smuggled sophisticated, not ordinary weapons. They smuggled sophisticated weapons along with a Nigerian counterpart, Ali Abbas Jega. They smuggled 13 containers of weapons under the lies. They are lying that they are construction materials. They brought in sophisticated weapons into the country through the back door for terrorism. In 2010, they said the same Iran. I have said it and I'll say it over and over again. You see, Nigeria as a country needs to be restructured. If we don't restructure this country, we are just wasting our time. Nobody can fix Nigeria. All these elections we are doing, we are just wasting our time if we don't restructure the country. All these countries that you see coming to partner with Nigeria, they don't want Nigeria to be restructured. They don't intend for Nigeria to work, because if Nigeria starts working, Nigeria will not need them anymore. They want to keep us under their control. They want to make us always we are going to be needy of them. That is what these countries you see coming to you. They have different agenda. They don't want Nigeria to work. They are not interested in Nigeria working. For those that believe that US will come, Christian genocide, we are going to stop Christian genocide. Ever since US came in, I'm asking those people, has Christian genocide, has the killing of Christians stopped? Instead, it increased. Nobody's asking US. The government is not asking US, what is the essence of our military alliance with you? You came into our soil, and yet these things are overwhelming. These bandits have intensified their attacks. They are now destroying military bases simultaneously. They have been much more successful in attacking the Nigerian military ever since US came into our soil. So every time somebody wants to partner, just know that these people don't mean well for the country. In a country where we have political leaders that are willing, that has the political will, insecurity, within 1 week, they will shut down insecurity in Nigeria. But because it is complicated, the people making this complicated are most international organizations that are supporting these bandits with weapons and intelligence, sophisticated weapons. These Islamic countries and their network, financing network, where they use money to support groups and their extremist ideas. Yes, that is why it is impossible to have any change without the people. Having said that, I want to admonish the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whatever you do, I know in your mind, it is politics you are facing now. You want to just clinch that second term, irrespective of what happens. You can compromise so many things for that second term. Yes, but just know that you have one job to do, and that is to restructure Nigeria. US is not going to help matters. I said it before that US coming into Nigeria has its advantages and disadvantages. I'm telling you, the disadvantages are there, but why we are supporting US is because they need to shut down the Fulani politically for southern Nigeria to be able to handle political power. Yes, US in Nigeria puts the Fulani on their toes. We know that the Nigerian army, our Nigerian security apparatus, they cannot protect Nigeria. We don't have the numbers of security men that can protect Nigeria or even respond to an emergency. For instance, as I'm sitting here now and bandits are attacking, for the Nigerian army or Nigerian police to come to my rescue in the next 30-45 minutes is almost impossible. Not to talk of northern Nigeria, whereby we have a lot of the land there. It's like a wilderness. Those bandits, before you come to where they have already seen you. The way that place is, it's a difficult terrain for the our Nigerian military. They are trying a lot, but Nigeria needs to be restructured so that they can be effective. Nothing works under this Nigeria. Nothing works. Don't let anybody lie to you. Nothing works under this one Nigeria. So looking at it, we don't need Iran. The government of the day, if the government wants to shoot itself on the leg, it should go and have alliance with Iran. Iran that is sponsoring extremist terrorism groups in Nigeria. We have said that if we don't stop Sharia, if we don't stop the Almajiri system, if we don't blot out blasphemy laws from our constitution, if we don't implement state police, nobody can help you. Nobody can come from anywhere and help you stop insecurity. Insecurity is part and parcel of northern politicians. They are benefiting from it. We just talked about stealing resources in northern Nigeria. United States accused China of using Fulani herdsmen, bandits, to secure locations where they are stealing our resources. And the more reason why, you see, most northern states have airports. A state that does not need airport is the last thing that it should ever ask for. But they are building airports, especially of recent. Zamfara is building 62.8 billion naira, one of the most expensive airports in Nigeria. Yet the people cannot use it. It is because the elite, the politicians in northern Nigeria, they are so deep. They are gaining from insecurity. Zamfara is one of the most insecure places in Nigeria. Yet the governor is about to spend 62.8 billion naira for an airport that would not serve the people. Yes, the same way a state governor build an airport is not serving the people. Instead, they are using the airport for church service. They are just using it for shops. We don't see really flights coming in and going in that airport. Billions of naira are being spent and wasted, and is the Minister of Works under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the reality here is that if we do not push, we do not shake Tinubu's government and remind him that you have nothing else to achieve. Me, I'm not concerned about good governance. If Tinubu can deliver good governance, so be it. Because I'm not expecting him to, at any point in time. That's my perspective about Tinubu. But you see that restructuring, that's where our eyes is on. We cannot remain the same way. All this traveling to US, travel to this and that, it will worsen the situation, insecurity for Nigerians. It will worsen. Because there's nothing we have to negotiate. Our security system is porous. It's been infiltrated by saboteurs. What can we do about it? It is restructuring the country. And these politicians know what restructuring is all about. They might pretend, like under Buhari, APC campaign with, we go restructure Nigeria, we go do this one, do that. When Buhari enter power, they tell us, say, restructuring have different meaning. Restructuring have a meaning different from what you are thinking. What restructuring is to you is different from what it is to me. My brother, let Nigeria operate in a different system of governance. If it is state control of resources, we should do so. Let the smaller units, let the indigenous people have the ability to govern themselves by their own representatives. Yes, that is the restructuring we are talking about. Not somebody using one Nigeria to start stealing people's resources. Imagine the Sultan of Sokoto, some prominent northern leaders are having oil wells. What are they doing with oil wells? What qualified them to having oil wells is because they use the guise of one Nigeria and they get into power, and they use that power because the federal government owns all natural resources in the land. So a Fulani who becomes president and he's the federal government will use federal government power and take the oil and give to his brothers. That is the aftermath, the result of a one Nigeria. One Nigeria is calm. It is not working. I have said it to so many people. Some people believe that Nigeria can get better. Some of them have died, and they died in suffering. They died in hardship. The Nigeria that refused to get better killed them. And you see, every now and then, pastors be gaslighting you. Now, the reality here is that, let's tell ourselves the truth. Tinubu cannot solve any. Peter Obi cannot solve. There is nobody that is going to come into power 2027 that is going to solve the issue of insecurity, except the people decide in northern Nigeria. And what will make them decide is when you restructure Nigeria. See, when you restructure the country, for instance, state police, when indigenes are allowed to hold weapons to defend their communities, you see that there will be a drop in the attacks of these Fulanis. Because as a civilian or as an indigene of Abia State, I joined state police to protect my land. I will do it in such a way whereby I will dedicate my time, dedicate everything I have to make sure I stop the Fulani from invading my land. Yes, there's no Fulani police that will be posted to the to become commissioner of police Abia State or a DPO in a police station. How do they do those their fraudulent postings, posting Fulani that can defend their people. Until you have issue with a northerner in the south here, you understand what I'm saying. Many times, Agberos and this Okada, this Hausa or this Fulani Okada or northerners that are driving Okada have fought and they have killed and killed. One happened in Ogba. Something happened, they fought. They took these guys to station. You saw men that came out. Somebody even said he had the number of a particular governor. He has the number of one of their particular Oga that will give them assurance that you can do anyhow. Cause trouble, we are there that we can back you. These are the problems. So as it stands today, those that are thinking that they are going to, Nigeria is going to favor them, we are waiting. Oh, I'm waiting. You know, when I say Tinubu cannot fix Nigeria, some people say, this guy, what is he saying? You cannot fix Nigeria. How do you want to start fixing Nigeria? From where? Just look at what is going on. Fuel is 1,100 naira per liter. We know that it is the war that is ongoing between United States and Iran that may result to what is going on. But some other countries are benefiting from the increase in price of crude oil. Nigeria needs to is supposed to benefit. They should have had other shock absorbers that will help Nigeria. You see, the money we make, we can use it to subsidize fuel for it to become cheaper for Nigerians. Yes. But we don't have such. So some of our leaders used our resources, oil resources, to borrow money ahead in arrears. They borrowed our future. They used it to settle themselves. They didn't see anything to borrow again, but they were borrowing our future. And now we cannot reap. We don't have the technology to drill our oil. We don't have the technology to refine our oil. Like Iran. Iran has the technology to drill their oil, refine their oil, so the cost is lower. So we carry our oil. If we give somebody to help us drill, then the other person helps us refine. The person that helps us drill is an Oyibo person. So we are sending our jobs to the Oyibo people for drilling and refining. Why the people that read geology in school, petroleum engineer, they have nothing to write them about. That is Nigeria for you. That is the Nigeria that people are praying. Let us patch it now. Let us patch it. Maybe it can work. You are deceiving. Well, I will keep on opening the eyes of Nigerians to the reality that we find ourselves today. How much is fuel today? How much is your living condition? How can you afford your basic amenities? Is good governance close to you? Usually, every government that entered, the big men always enjoy. They will not tell the people, wait. Tinubu told Nigerians, tighten your seatbelt, have patience, we need hope. We need hope for something that Nigerians make. Hey, Tinubu go there in 8 years. I'm talking about good governance, so I'm talking about good governance. In his 8 years, the same story. Trust me, APC is #1 in gaslighting. They will gaslight you, and you say with a shock whether you are okay. Now them they at fault too, but they gaslight you, making you look like the person that is at fault. APC for you. So if we do not, we are just harming ourselves in different ways. We are sure of a southern ticket. We are sure that a northerner will not take that ticket. You know why I am sure? I'm sure because P2B is not going to get that ticket. P2B will become a vice presidential candidate of the ADC. Highest he can. He cannot beat Atiku to anything. In reality, he cannot beat Atiku. So I'm already saying that a southern president, Tinubu is going to win the next election. I've already seen that. But what should we do as a people? We have a long way to do. That's why we need to restructure Nigeria. You can't fix Nigeria with the kind of the agenda people have in the same country. We have different tribes. Let's say we have like 3 or 4 tribes. Each tribe, instead of them working together, they are planning on how they can use the commonwealth of everybody to use it for themselves. Selfishness. Yes, that is what is prevailing amongst us today. So as it is, I'm tired. I am tired for people that believe in one Nigeria. Iran, Turkey, Israel, United States, Dubai, China, all these people that are interested in you, they are not interested in you for anything. It's because you have a potential they have. China, they are killing Taiwan people, suppressing them. They are killing Christians in China. United States, Syria, a Muslim country that is persecuting Christians. United States is in good terms with Syria because they are doing their bidding. It is about their selfish interest. So if you think that P2B wins tomorrow, for instance, P2B wins the ADC candidacy and wins tomorrow, if you think that P2B can change anything, my brother, you're just dreaming. You're just dreaming. I don't know. Nigerians have coconut head, though. Until that head is broken, before they can come and get sense. Like coconut head. Until that head is broken, before they can get sense. Nigeria cannot be fixed until you restructure Nigeria. Until you split Nigeria into different little units that can govern themselves. Yes, one Nigeria destroys our cultural identity. It destroys every fabric of our culture. And people are just seated there. They are not concerned. They are okay with what is going on. But me, I'm not okay. I've said it repeated time without number. That Nigeria will destroy Nigerians if it continues like this. May God help us all.